Hey guys, welcome back for another video. It's me, Winchuba. Today we are starting on chapters 3 and 4 of Case 16, Killing Time. Sergeant Will, we're in big trouble. A virus is tearing through every electronic device in inner city, and nobody knows how to stop it. My digital watch keeps insisting that it's 42 o'clock in 1967. Where is Hannah when you need her help? Well, get yourself over to Inner Chaos's headquarters again. Check every corner. I just know those ruffians are responsible for the virus somehow. The headquarters are still deserted. Do you really think Inner Chaos released that dreadful electronic virus into town, Will? Not to mention, both Fredo and Johnny are suspects in Vito Peoni's murder. Could the virus be their next step in bringing all media down? Oh, you're right. If they did, the USB stick you picked up will prove it. I'll get it straight to the lab. I just hope the equipment is still working. Well done for digging those documents. It says enemies of the revolution. The ink has faded, but I'm sure you'll be able to find out who those enemies are. As for that torn paper, before we can deduce anything from it, I'm afraid you have to put it back together well. Great, you managed to retrieve the names of the enemies of the revolution. Let's see who's on the list. Oh my goodness, there's Chief Marquis' names on the list, and even Judge Dante's. This reminds me of Winter Soldier when they had that list of like potential threats, or whatever. Captain America, Winter Soldier. Never mind. And you're right, Vito Peoni's name is on the top of the list. Sure thing, Will. We need to talk to Fredo again and ask him about this list. The torn out papers you found in the anarchist headquarters are from the police file. Yeah, we know the man on the file. It's Johnny Crossman, the anarchist. He didn't have his beer yet, and he looked calmer. And he was arrested for attempting to kill Vito Peoni. Yes, well, I'll go get the car. We need to talk to Johnny straight away. You guys again. Can a revolutionary leader plan world domination and peace? You got some explaining to do, Mr. Machini. We found your list of enemies, with Vito Peoni's name at the top. Huh, writing a list of enemies doesn't prove anything. Besides, I love for espresso coffee. The only thing I could get from my parents was this advice. You know your enemies and you'll know yourself. That's why I wrote a list. But planning something doesn't mean I did it. Besides, if I had murdered the Face's editor-in-chief, I would be holding a press conference right about now. Looks like someone else got there first though. I have to start on the next on the list. Your Chief Marquis, perhaps. He said he could ever touch Chief Marquis when Sergeant Will is around to protect us all. We will be watching you, Fredo. Mr. Crossman, Sergeant Will has found that you've been arrested for attempting to kill Vito Peoni. How could you keep this from us? You found that out, huh? Well, yes, I did try to kill Peoni. Him and his media cronies were destroying society with their lies and hatred, so I tried to shoot him. I failed, but you know what? I still spent 10 years in jail for it. How is that justice? I used to sit in my cell watching the clock during the crappy espresso the inmates made, counting down the minutes until I was free. It almost drove me mad. Looks like someone got to him before I could. I don't care. I'll have some lasagna in honor of whoever did it. Oh well, since Hannah's still nowhere to be found, I volunteered to take care of this thing you found in Inner Chaos's headquarters. I've done my research. This is a USB stick, which stands for Universal Serial Bus, as in computers. Not as in traffic. Huh. Jan, you don't think I know what a USB stick means, or what it stands for? Come on. Jan, we were actually hoping for you to give us info on the contents of the USB stick. You know, so we could know who unleashed the virus. Well, every time I put the USB in my computer, the screen went bright pink and the keyboard started smoking. I don't know how we can figure this out. Perhaps I could. Hannah, you come back. It's just good to see you. Thanks, guys. It's good to be back. Did you mind if we go to my office? I feel more comfortable there. I owe you an apology, but I ran away to go and solve the case. I was angry and thought I could be a great detective and prove Heather's innocence myself. You didn't trust me to do that? I searched through every trash can at the station, every pizzeria on Little Italy streets in the rat-infested Arnicus headquarters, and I didn't find a single clue. I'm sorry, Will. I think I'll stick to computers. I'll never make a police officer. I'll leave that to the experts. But even if I was terrible at electronics, I could tell you who this USB belongs to. It's mine. It was stolen from my apartment a few nights ago. It contains a virus I made years ago. That's what's messing with the electronics. Give me a second. I should be able to see who used this USB data last. What? But that's impossible. She never do that. Hannah, what's happening? Who used that virus? It's Heather. She's the one who used the USB stick to upload the virus on the city servers. Oh, Hannah, why don't you try to stop the virus while Sergeant Will goes talk to Heather? We'll straighten all this mess out, you'll see. Guys, I'm getting really worried. I've been driving on my scooter all day trying to find Hannah. She's back at the station, but Heather, she said you're responsible for unleashing that virus in the servers, that you stole her USB stick. Why did you do that? Oh, I made a terrible mistake. When Peony told me he wouldn't drop the article about Hannah, I got really upset. I wanted to bring him down, so I stole a computer virus from Hannah and uploaded it to the Daily Dawn network. But I would destroy everything and ruin Vito's life. I drank 10 espressos waiting for the virus to work, but nothing happened until today. Now I ruined things with Hannah. I stole from her. I run the risk of having her blamed for that virus. She would never forgive me. Gotta go now, Sergeant Will. I need some comfort food. Heck, I'll have lasagna. I'm full of fat. But who cares? Hannah won't ever look at me ever again anyway. Well, I still can't believe Heather is responsible for unleashing this virus onto the town servers. If she did all this to bring Vito Peony down, could she have gone even further when she realized it hadn't worked? Let's not forget about Johnny, who spent 10 years in jail for trying to kill our victim. What if he decided to finally commit the crime he's been locked up for? Oh, it's all too much to handle. Well, I'm thinking of baking a cake to cheer myself up. There's a delicious recipe in Moretti's book for tiramisu. Ooh. That's like the only cake flavor that I would eat. Tiramisu. I don't care about any other flavor, just that. Thank goodness you said that, Amy. My birthday is coming up, though, so. Hey, you're right. Moretti has a written recipe for tiramisu, a cake which includes espresso. So Moretti drinks espresso. I think I also like tiramisu is because I'm a sucker for coffee as well. I'm like addicted to coffee. Way too addicted. Well, I'm glad to see you. The virus has destroyed a commuter rail network for the city. The only trains left running are the old diesel engines going out from Grand Central Station, and soon 100,000 commuters are going to be heading that way. Go back to the crime scene and get more evidence before it's completely destroyed. Good on you for collecting all those clues before the hordes of commuters arrive. Well, only you could have done it under such pressure. The security camera is in a pretty bad way, but I'm sure you'll be able to fix it with your skills. You think that Namco suspicious? I know better than to argue. Let's have a closer look at it. Your natural level electronics, well, that's video surveillance camera, looks brand new, good job. Now that Hannah's back, finding something about the cure on that footage should be no problem. I'll get this camera to the lab. Wait, speaking of my birthday, what do you guys think about turning 20? Jesus Christ, dude, like, 20? In retrospect, when I started this channel, or recording videos on this channel, I was only 13. And I'm already reaching 20 in just a few moments here. Yo, that napkin was really filthy, but you got a great sample out of it. Jan should have no trouble processing it. This is a nightmare. Do you know how difficult it is to get data from a camera when all your computers are infected with a virus? But Hannah, I thought you said you were the one who created the virus. Shouldn't you be able to stop it? It's not as easy as that. I created this virus years ago and I lost the shutdown key. Anyway, calm. I'll look at the camera for you. It wasn't exactly pointing in the right direction, but I still managed to isolate one blurry frame showing the killer. The one thing I can tell you is that the killer is wearing an anti-nuclear badge. It was easy to recognize because Heather is wearing the exact same one, but I'm sure it's not her. Of course, Hannah, well, now we know Vito's killer is wearing an anti-nuclear badge. Let's go get them, whoever they are. I'm impressed, Will. I would have thrown this napkin in the trash can rather than scan it for evidence. These things were correct though. This napkin was used by Vito's killer. The food residue consisted entirely of lasagna and espresso. And there was more. Hidden among the food, I managed to find tiny hairs with high amounts of recent keratin, the substance which makes hair grow. It suggests that this hair is cut very frequently. This, combined with the fact that it was on a napkin, allows me to confirm that this is mustache hair. So the killer has a mustache. Thank you, Jan. That's just the info we needed to break the case. We got everything we need, Will. We can finally arrest Vito Peoni's killer. We finally got him, boys. I thought they would save him for the last case, though. Fredo Mancini, Sergeant Will is arresting you for the brutal murder of Vito Peoni. On what grounds? You haven't got anything, not one shred of evidence. On the contrary, Sergeant Will found your sketchpad filled with designs for the murder. Drawings don't mean. Sergeant Will also found your scooter's GPS proving you were at the Grand Central Station at the time of the crime. That could be. And then Sergeant Will found your mustache at the crime scene. Face it, Fredo, you're guilty. Guilty? Why should I feel guilty for Vito's death? That right-wing pig had it coming. I'm glad I killed him. The Daily Dawn tells more lies than all the politicians, banks, and police officers combined. The revolution had to start with Vito's death. It's going to stop with it, thanks to Sergeant Will. Fredo Mancini, you're under arrest. Huh, we'll see about that. Hey Hannah, you don't normally come to court. What brings you here? Well, it's a special occasion. Wild horses couldn't stop me from seeing Fredo go down. Well done, Will, for catching him. You're not the only one. It looks like anyone is here. I just saw the mayor who arrived and even Chief Marquise. We should get inside. The trial starts at 11 o'clock. Fredo Mancini says here that you're an artist. I'm not an artist. I'm an anarchist, you faces. It also says here that you murdered Vito Peoni with a train station clock. What about all the people who couldn't get into the city today because the station was closed? Those people are lucky. And why is that? Because they're not in this courtroom. Nobody move or I'll blow you all sky high. Fredo, no. Ha, you fools, all coming here to see my trial. Journalists, police officers, politicians, all my enemies are here. I can kill you all together. Vito Peoni was just a bait. I knew you would all gather like flies to see my trial if I killed a newspaper editor-in-chief. It's time for you to find out what inner chaos really means. Mr. Mancini, please, no idea or belief is worth. Shut up. What time is it? It's, oh my goodness. It's 11:05. It's time to die then. Enjoy your last second, pigs. Tick tock, tick. It's all just chaos. Time's up, Fredo. Oh my. I can't believe it. I killed someone. I saw him up in there and just aimed his gun and shot him. I become a killer just like him. Hannah, you're in shock. Fredo wanted to kill us all, but you wanted to save us. And you, Hannah, you took the most difficult decision a person has to face.
Like Fredo, you didn't care about the people's background or beliefs. All you saw were lives worth saving. I'm very proud of you. You think? I promise. It would take time to accept this, and maybe a few sessions with Russell will help. And Hannah. Yes? I know you hate hugs, but thanks for saving our lives, kid. Wow. That was insane. Sergeant Will, I guess you agree with me on this one. I would like Hannah to take some days off. Believe me, I know what post-shooting trauma feels like, and... yeah... You know, we saw something like this happen a while ago.
No. After all these months, you're telling me you're just gonna end...
Thank you, Chief. I appreciate your concern, but if you don't mind, I need to sort out one last thing before I can put this behind me for good. But this is not the last case. So, is there something bigger going to happen in the next one then? Well, my virus is still wreaking havoc on the city. We need to stop it, but I think I'm going to need your help. I created that virus back when I was working for Inner Chaos. Chances are, the deactivating code is still somewhere in the headquarters. Will you come with me? Thank you so much. Well, I'll be waiting for you outside. We can head to the headquarters whenever you're ready. Is she gone, Will? Like, I need your help. Hannah's been through so much. I need to be there for her. Would you help me prepare a romantic dinner for her? Ooh, did I hear the words romantic dinner? Header, Will, can I help? You think Eddie Moretti could help? Well, you're right. Maybe he's tied to the mob, but asking him for cooking tips won't put us into trouble. After all, he wrote an entire book about Italian cuisine. He might be able to help us. Let's go talk to him. Man, this place is still as messy as ever. You think the answer to our troubles might be in this box, Will? Alright, let's dig in then. Sergeant Will, you want my advice about Italian recipes? Who do you think I am? Just read my book. But Mr. Moretti, it's for a very good cause. A friend of us wants to prepare a romantic dinner. Ah, romance. That changes everything. I'll help. I got the perfect recipe for you, Will. Spaghetti alla Moretti. It's a simple recipe. Fresh pasta, bolognese, and garlic. The most important is the way you cut the garlic. I learned this technique when I was doing time in Greensboro State's prison. My old friends in cellmate Tony Marconi. Ah, I knew it. I knew he had some relation to Tony Marconi. And we knew Tony Marconi was cooking. We used to slice the garlic with razor blade. It's so thin, it just melted in the sauce. Thank you so much for the recipe, Miss Moretti. Well, I agree. We should find everything we need in Little Italy. Please, been working on romantic dinners is always better for my business. Here, Sergeant Will, accept a small contribution for buying the groceries you need. That's perfect, Will. You found everything Eddie Moretti has listed for us. Fresh pasta, nice garlic, and premium quality bolognese sauce. Thanks to you, Heather should be able to make the perfect dinner for Hannah. Let's go give her the ingredients. What did you find in this box, Will? Hey, I agree. It looks like a broken floppy disk. How the heck did it get broken like this, though? Those anarchists don't respect anything. Think you can fix it up, Will? Hey, Heather, Will has got you a nice recipe and ingredients to cook it. Thanks, Will. That's terrific. I'm gonna cook killer spaghetti for Hannah. I still need to find something else, though. Like, I don't know. A trip to some place for two. Cool, Will. I like your idea, Heather. Don't you worry about a thing. We'll go to the station and find a perfect trip for you guys. How are we going to do that at the station terminal? What am I going to pick up? Hack tools. Oh. Well, we can finally stop that virus now, I guess. I don't know if that's how that works. But it will probably have something. You're really good, Will. The floppy disk looks good as new. I bet all the data is still on it. And hey, now it's on one piece again. I recognize it. Hack tools. That's the floppy disk on which I worked back in the days. Which means that this floppy disk contains the deactivating key for the virus that's ravaging the city. You're awesome, Will. Just give me a few hours and I'll shut this virus down. So, Will, did you find where Heather and Hannah might go on vacation? A trip to White Peaks. Hey, that's the place where I grew up, Will. It's a wonderful idea. The mountains are beautiful this time of year. Oh, you're right. I had to notice. There's a random draw to win a prize. A trip for 2. Yes, let's crash a fire and see if we won. So Fredo was not the main guy of this district, and who is going to be the killer of the last case? Holy cow, I can't believe this. The flyer you grabbed at the train station is a winning one. It means Heather and Hannah will get a trip to White Peaks for free. They'll be so happy. So that was just randomly here, and no one decided to pick it up but us. Okay. I'd love to win a trip to some fine destination. Go with a nice guy. Yeah, let's go with that one lifeguard from the first district. Sorry, Will. Yes, let's tell the good news to Heather. Heather, Will got you a free trip for 2 people to the White Peaks district. You'll be able to take Hannah on vacation. Oh my goodness, Will, I don't even know what to say. This is so kind of you. The trip to the mountains is exactly what Hannah needs right now. I hope it will help her forget all the awful things that happened lately. Yes, I'm sure the fresh mountain air will do her a world of good. It always worked for me. Thanks again, Will. I'm very touched by everything you just did to help Hannah out. It's nice to know she's got a friend to rely on. And here, please accept this. It's to thank you for helping me with the recipe and all the rest.
Well, thanks to the floppy disk you found, I finally shut down my virus. Thanks so much for helping me. I couldn't have done it without you. But now I have one last favor to ask. There's one last thing I have to do to make sure everything I did in Inner Chaos is behind me. I know I'm asking a lot, but would you be willing to come with me to talk to Johnny Crossman? If he's the most influential member after Fredo, he's the only one who can dismantle Inner Chaos. You again, Sergeant Will. What are you? Hey, I recognize you. You're that Hannah chick Fredo kept talking about. You're the one who shot him. I am, and that's also why I'm here. Johnny, now that Fredo's dead, Inner Chaos needs to be dismantled. This madness needs to end. Huh. You don't need to worry. I got no intention of keeping Inner Chaos alive. Fredo was a crazy bastard, but without him, it's just not the same. Everyone's disbanded. Now I need to find something else to fight for. I can't stand not doing anything. Well, I guess this is it. Inner Chaos, Fredo. All this is over, and it's all thanks to you. I guess all that's left to do is go back to the station. Would you care for something to eat first? It feels like I haven't eaten in days. I'm famished. Well, I really want to thank you again. You're not only helped me shut down the virus that was unleashed on the town, but you also helped me close the Inner Chaos' chapter of my life for good. Killing Fredo wasn't easy, but at least now I know he will never harm anyone again. And now I think I'll follow the Chief's advice. I need to get away from this for a couple of days, empty my head a bit. I have to find Heather. I'm right here, sweetie, and while Will help me prepare a little something for you, I'll cook the romantic dinner and Will got us a free trip to White Peaks. I know you must still be angry with me because of the virus thing, but of course I forgive you. I can't believe you prepared all this for me. Let's go back home. I can't wait to taste the recipe you cooked. Thanks again for everything, Will. Well, Hannah looks much happier already. I don't know what you did, Will, but I'm glad you were there for her. Otherwise, I need to talk to you. Please come to my office. I don't like to do that, Sergeant Will, but I have to remind you that even though Inner Chaos is taken care of, all our troubles are not over yet. I'm sure you haven't forgotten about the organs that have been mysteriously missing from the latest victims. And of course, the community feel between the Chinese and the Russian communities is as strong as ever. Will, your work in Inner Chaos is not done yet. I'm afraid the worst is still to come. But I'm glad I can count on you to face it all. And guys, that'll be the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you all. Get out.